Show here with Mark Reiner. Mark is director of the Adventure Film Festival. Mark, nice job on that.
Thank you, Mike.
So is there going to be a show tomorrow? And tell us all about it.
Tomorrow there's a show, second day of the film festival, Friday starting about 5 o'clock till 10, 11 o'clock here at the Boulder Theater and also at the B-Side Lounge.
And so I understand you're working also with Patagonia or Prana, or who else you working with?
No, with Patagonia, they're our title sponsor. There's several other sponsors, including National Geographic and La Sportiva, Black Diamond.
So you're going to have a show tomorrow from National Geographic. That's the Johnny Cop piece, right? Tell us about it.
Tomorrow there will be a piece featured. Sender Films made a piece based on the tragedy that happened last May with my close friend Johnny Cop, who was the founder of Adventure Film, and we ran this business together. He and Wade Johnson and Micah Dash were killed last spring in China on a mountaineering expedition. Sender Films put together an episode for National Geographic about that from some footage that they recovered, going over there to recover the boys. And yeah, it's a powerful, really emotional piece that tells the story.
So I understand you grew up with Johnny, is that true?
Yeah. Friends for
buddies?
20 years, met when we were probably 10 years old, and
really
built skate ramps together and learned how to rock climb together.
Really?
And did all that sort of stuff, went through college, and then got into the adventure film world together.
So where is the adventure film going from here?
Things are there's a lot of momentum behind it. There's a lot of excitement, which has been the vision sort of all along. And we've developed into a global platform of exposure for filmmakers and these people that put their heart and soul into what they do, and that's filmmaking and getting outside and exposing these amazing places in the world in healthy ways to do it. And so we're growing. We're going to Santiago, Chile, and to Chamonix, France this year, in South Africa. We also are looking at doing shows in Australia and Antarctica, as well as about 50 university shows throughout the USA.
Antarctica, is that the one north or south?
South.
Okay, cool. So for a beginning filmmaker, how can they get involved in the festival?
Well, we accept submissions from anybody from around the world. We get about 200 submissions every year. Put together a film. Some of our films are like high definition films with high budgets and helicopters, and others are just a guy or a girl or two people out with a video camera making a nice piece of artwork, and all of those pieces are represented.
So website?
adventurefilm.org.
We've been chatting with Mark Reiner. Mark is the director of the Adventure Film Festival. We're here at the Boulder Theater. Mark, thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mike.
We're still here at the Boulder Adventure Film Festival. We're meeting with Sara Close. Sara, tell us about the festival.
The festival just kicked off this evening. It's a sold-out show.
Sold out? You guys sold out?
We sold out.
So you're definitely going to sell it tomorrow as well, right?
I think we're definitely going to sell it tomorrow and Saturday as well, yeah. Yep. So tonight there were 3 films. They were all award winners for the festival. We had the Leave No Trace Award winner, the Kayak Film Award winner, and the Best Ski Film.
Man, that kayaking flick just tweaked me.
Why was that?
It's just so awe-inspiring, some of the waves they tackled, the whole shindig.
Definitely.
So Sara, what are we going to see tomorrow?
Tomorrow there's a lot of different films, anything from really good environmental films to films that are more the hardcore environmental or hardcore adventure films. One of the specific ones that I think is going to show tomorrow that I really like is the First Ascent film.
Oh, okay. That's a National Geographic piece, right?
It is a National Geographic piece,
and
yeah.
that's about Johnny, Micah.
Correct. It's a 30-minute segment, and it's part of National Geographic's episode. It's part of the series for First Ascent, and it airs on Johnny and Micah and Wade.
So that First Ascent, that's Peter Mortimer's TV show, right?
It is.
It's showed overseas right now, but it's coming to the U.S.?
It is, correct. And this is the debut for the China episode. It's tomorrow.
So now, my understanding is some of the footage is taken from the actual cameras on the mountain. Is that true?
That's true.
That's outrageous.
It is. it's pretty. I think it'll be an emotional but a really awe-inspiring show for everybody here in Boulder. A lot of the people are connected to the three guys that were in the film, and even for folks that don't know who they are, it's a pretty inspiring story.
So did you climb with Johnny? Johnny was a great climber.
He was a
Johnny
good climber.
was fun to climb with. Did you rope up with Johnny?
I did rope up with Johnny.
Did you do some of that super necky stuff he did though?
We did do some pretty crazy stuff.
Really? Whoa.
But it was good. He was a very good climber, a very safe climber.
He was fun
knew
to
his
climb
stuff.
with.
Yeah.
You know, I only really bouldered with him. I didn't really do any audacious stuff, but he was definitely fun and inspiring and instructive and just a great guy to be around.
And he was like that pretty much throughout all the other areas of his life, which is why the film festival was a really beautiful thing for this community to rally around.
Yeah. So Johnny started this film festival, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. He did 5 years ago.
What was, what was the point they decided to start the festival? Do you know what that was?
From what I've heard, 5 years ago, it kind of came to him as a vision, and he was on a trip, and he decided that this was what he wanted to do, and he engaged one of his friends, Mark Reiner, who was his friend from childhood.
Okay, sure. I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. And they kicked the festival off together 5 years ago, and definitely engaged a lot of people in the community here, and now it is what it is today. It started out as a 2-day festival, and now it's 3 days at 4 venues and international, and there's 50 national shows as well.
So you say international. Where is the festival going from here?
Next year it'll go to Santiago, Chile, Chamonix, France, South Africa, Antarctica, and we're at the moment thinking of Australia and New Zealand.
So dude, I gotta ask the question. Why Antarctica?
They need something to do down there.
Yeah. Is it down there or up there?
I don't know, one of those places. Who knows?
Cool. Okay, we're talking with Sara Close. Sara's affiliated with the Boulder Adventure Film Festival for Frownridge Boulder and Climb Top. I'm Mike Brooks.